Hello my friends, I am G Hondo and welcome back to our Let's Play of OpenTTD Season 2. This is episode 87. In the last episode we had a couple fantastic things happen. First off, we got a new type of aircraft which is capable of keeping up with my expectation of speed, which is to say over 2,000 kilometers an hour. So that's fantastic. Obviously these other planes are all well and lovely and all, but why go 952 when you can go 2329? So that was awesome. We also crossed the 1 billion euro mark, which is also fantastic. Um, Hence why I put that terrible Dr. Evil reference in the description of the last video. But anyway, well, let's get rolling. Not sure if we'll have that kind of fantastic episode again in one shot, but two awesome things in one episode I am okay with. So let's put the speed up to fast. Well, let's roll. But we are now officially in the future. So, January 2017. Definitely interesting looking aircraft, I'll give them that. Anyway. In terms of missions, we have a couple that I think we'll go through at a reasonable clip. This one to Tron Down, just because it wants such a small amount, should be pretty quick. Same with this goods one, although it will be a bit slower. These valuables ones down at the bottom here, again, a pretty low quantity. It should roll at a decent speed. And this one here, the 7,000 to Rat Comb Factory, I think it's got a chance just because it is already up at 86%, but it does want a huge amount, so hard to say. But whatever, we'll figure it out. In the meantime, why don't we go check on our boat situation? We haven't looked at that in a few episodes. Here's the first one. Chawning door here. Definitely needs more passengers. How are we on the other side here? Not as bad, but still could definitely use a few more boats, so let's give them a few more boats. Actually, first let's make sure there's no... Yeah, there's no new boats here. These are all the current ones. That's a shame. Hopefully we'll get a new boat at some point. That would be very nice. But in the meantime, we'll take 5 more passenger boats. And I think maybe 2 more mail boats as well. Just to speed things along here a bit. That should do it. There. That should sort that out nicely in a bit. It'll take a while to work themselves through with all the other boats, but that's fine. Let's go check on this guy over... Where'd he go? Here. I could probably use 1 or 2 more boats on that side for passengers. And over here, yeah, maybe 1 more. Maybe just 1 more boat will do. I think the main problem with this one is pretty much all the boats have merged into this one square, so basically nothing happens, and then all of a sudden, everything happens all at once. It's very inefficient. And we may not really even need all that much in the way of extra boats, but I'm going to do 1 more. Just because I said so a minute ago. That's the only reason I need. Alright, and lastly, we'll check on the one down, way down here. This one was always a problem. Well, this side finally has enough passengers all the time now. That's good. Means there shouldn't be much in the way of waiting. And on this side used to have thousands of passengers. They're finally catching up a bit. I'm going to add 1 more single boat, and I think that will pretty much do it. There we go. That's fantastic. So we're finally getting some progress down here. That is awesome. Alright. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. What else can we check? I've checked boats, I've checked planes. I haven't checked for trains. I don't think there'll be anything new, but let's go and check. If I sort none and sort by speed, that should be easier. Actually, I can't do none because some of them can carry. Okay, so we still are just on the Millenniums. That's fine, so nothing news there. And I don't think we have anything exciting in the road vehicles either, but again, we'll check just to be certain. Nope. Definitely not. Already doing that one. Oh, that's actually a bit of an upgrade. We should be doing that. Nope, that's a downgrade. Oh, that's a tiny, tiny upgrade. I guess we may as well have that. It's not a huge deal, but let's have it anyway. Nope, and nope. Okay. So just some very, very minor adjustments there is all we needed. No problemo. Alright. Let's go check on this steel here. So the train just left. It's up to 89 now. So there's a little bit of steel waiting most of the time. Probably on this side the iron is... well, it's not bad. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's definitely not bad. Yeah, so it gives them about 15 tons of steel per trip. Yeah, okay. So it'll cruise along. It's just going to be very slow. Let's check on the mail situation over here. I think I have these ones in by plane. Yes, I do. So they're going to be hauling... oh, sorry, that's a goods one. That's not the one I wanted. That's the one I wanted. This one's... okay, so it hauls 45 bags of mail per trip. So yeah, this shouldn't be too bad at all. About 5 or 6% per trip, if my mental math is not too far off. Although it is, you know, nearly 1 in the morning, so I don't 100% trust myself. But that's okay. Alright, well, we're making progress anyway. We'll keep the speed up until something here's finished. But we've burned through 2017 pretty fast, so that works out well. Not too bad at all. I am very surprised there hasn't been any new boats, though. The last one we got, I think, was... yeah, I was going to say about 50 years ago, so that's kind of sad, guys. I'm not sure if there even is another boat. I don't think there is in the base game, and I'm not sure if any of the mods I have include one or not, so... that might be it for boats. That is just a brutally large city. Whew, crazy. Anyway. I guess I should check the if there's any documentation on the mods I put in as to how far they have vehicles until, because that might actually give me an idea of just how long I can go on this season before I need to pack it in. Because like I mentioned a few episodes ago, I'm really not sure when exactly I'm going to call an end to this one. But I guess if we have an actual date where there's no more vehicles, I guess that would be a pretty good indicator that we should be wrapping up. So, and I'm trying to decide as well what to do in the next season, whether I should basically just, you know, swap out a few of the mods and just play again as is, or if I should try some kind of challenge. I'm just not entirely sure what challenge I could do. A few ideas spring to mind, things like, you know, can only use trains or can only use road vehicles or something, or you know, cannot use bridges, or like just little things I can do to add some challenge. So if you have any ideas on that, or something you'd like to see me try, go ahead and leave me a comment. So if it's a challenge I think that's even remotely possible, I'll be more than happy to try it. But I think it'd be fun to give myself some kind of, you know, added difficulty. Doesn't necessarily have to be something absolutely brutal, like can only use, you know, horse-drawn carriages even in the 2000s or anything, but oh, I definitely need more boats here. Definitely need more boats here. I don't think I've... Yeah, I must not have been catching this one when I was doing my tour of boats. Anyway, we definitely need more boats here. Quite a few of them, in fact. I'll say 5 for now. Because that gives me a total of 100 vehicles now. Which is nice. Arbitrary, but nice. That should certainly help clean up the passengers waiting here, because that's ridiculous having 7,000 people waiting there. This side, well, it's still 3,000. That's also ridiculous. I'm starting to think even the 5 boats I just made aren't enough. I might need about 10 more. Even though it's a pretty short route, there's just so much passengers waiting. And I don't like that, so I'm going to fix that by giving them 10 more. Because that's just the kind of crazy guy that I am. There we go. Off you go, and off you go. You know, why am I doing this the hard way? Off you all go. Starting to think there should be a much easier way, and there is. Okay. Well, that should help once they have a chance to get back and forth a few times. And that mail mission will be finishing up any second now. Probably the very next plane that lands will do it. And that's cool. Yeah, that's already looking a lot better. Still has a ways to go, but definitely a lot better. To wait for the fleet to get through here and see if this is enough. It's already down a fair bit because it was 7,800 when I first looked at it, so it's definitely improving. I don't know if I've improved it enough, but it's definitely better. So okay, so that mail mission's done. Now we're just waiting on Busy Bee to give us something new. Sadly, it has picked a duplicate. Oh well, that's okay. That's okay. Or I could really punish myself for that challenge and do a boats only one. That would be pretty brutal. But I like the idea of doing some kind of actual challenge. Or maybe I forego the Busy Bee and, you know, the challenge is only one certain type of industry, like only forest and sawmills, or only iron mines to steel mills, or something like that nature. Or maybe I should try and dig out one of the pre-made scenarios that people have come up with. I haven't looked at them too much, but I saw a bunch. I downloaded a couple. I haven't really tried them though. But maybe that's an idea as well. So, but either way, like I say, if you have any idea of what you might like to see, feel free to leave me a comment. Check out our little headquarter island here. Still looks pretty good. I'm still unwilling to actually connect it to the land in any way, so that's good. So that's just the kind of crazy fella that I am. Yeah, good times. Good times. Maybe I should make doing some kind of challenge an actual regular feature on the channel. OpenTTD lends itself pretty well to that. Aurora really doesn't, at least not that I can think of one off the top of my head. Gilded Dungeoneering, I might be able to do something with that as well, depending on what people can come up with, but yeah, I think that would be very interesting, something to do. Would really add an extra level to the game, so if you have an idea, even if it's not for OpenTTD, but if you have an idea for something else, leave me a comment about that too, so we'll figure something out, but I think it'll be a lot easier if I get some feedback to keep the brain juices flowing. There's only so much one man can do by himself. Alright, we're up to 94 here, so that's going pretty well. I don't know how much longer it's going to take, but it's certainly going pretty well. I don't really have much of a way to speed it up, though, because it's already hauling every bit of steel that we bring back to here. And I don't know that I can really push much more out of this mine. I suppose I could set to full load, but then all that would happen is it would just run less often. I'm not really sure that that's really all that helpful. In the big picture, anyway. So. Oh, yeah, anyway, we'll figure it out. Not a big deal. Oh, it's a couple of these side... I was trying to figure out what that building was. Zoomed out, I couldn't tell what that was, but it's just those kind of greenhousey type buildings. But 3 of them all stacked together. That's very weird. Oh, I thought that was part of this bridge. This is some kind of tower building. I don't think I've ever seen one of these before. But some kind of silo, it looks like. Well, that's really neat. Especially with that bridge behind it, making it look like it's got like almost like a wing sort of thing going on. That's really cool. Yeah, I guess those become common in the, somewhere around 2010 or 2015 or something. That's very cool. It's good that the game has stuff like that to keep things changing as the time goes on. That one almost looks like a castle. Anyway. Very, very cool. Ooh. That tells me that you are not receiving any goods whatsoever anymore, sir. And that does not work for me. So somewhere down here there is an emptiness in the line. And I'm going to say it's probably right here. Although that looks more like, well, this was a steel, so it means there's got to be a severe lack of iron happening somewhere. Where's the actual steel mill? That's the factory. Where's the actual steel mill? Oh, that's goods to Ackley. There's a really, really weak iron mine right there. Where is the actual... So that's the farm. Is this thing completely gone? Like on both sides? Why, yes. Yes, it is. Okie dokie. Alright, well then I think we just found something for us to do at the beginning of next episode. So at this point, I'm just going to put a cut in here because we are at time control. So until next time, folks, stay calm, and I hope you'll come and chill with me again in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye now.